Hey everybody, Peter here in the golf studio at June's Golf Centre, the home of June's competitions, and today one of you is going to win the chance, or have the chance, sorry, to win a set of these amazing new T-Series irons from Titleist. Now they launch on the 21st of August, so just under a month until you can officially get your hands on them, but we are fitting for them now here at June's, and in my bag here I've got, this is the T100. We've got the T150 as well. The main difference between these two being this one's slightly bigger head, just ever so slightly, 1 degree less loft than the T100 as well, although the T100 are a degree stronger than last year's model anyway. From the top looking down, that little bit of a bigger head is barely noticeable, but what we'll do in a fitting is just work out which is going to be best for you. I do feel there will be a bit of a combo set thing going on between T150s, T100s, and the T250. Much bigger chassis, this one, as Titleist call it. Chris and I have done our Titleist University training so that we can fit you in the best possible way. And what's pretty cool actually this year, they've given us the opportunity with these little weight kits where we can build the club at a standard weight, but also a little bit lighter, feeling a lot of golfers might benefit from a slightly lighter than standard club head. And there's only one way to find out, and that is to test it in a fitting using something like our GC quad here in the studio. So I'm going to have a go first of all with this T100 iron. Let's give it a whirly. Feels so good. That's got 172 carry. Let's see what the 150 does then. See if there's any difference in carry distance. One of the things in the Titleist University that was really kind of presented to us quite strongly was we're fitting for obviously dispersion, we're trying to keep that down, but we're also wanting a good ball speed gap between clubs of around 5 miles per hour. And if you're not getting that, then certainly as we get to the longer clubs, perhaps from 5 iron to 4 iron, if you're not getting 5 miles an hour difference in distance, ball speed, then we maybe need to look at going to something like a T350, a T250, or perhaps even putting hybrids and fairway woods in there. So let's try the 150. Oh, that's beautiful. Slightly higher ball flight on that for me there. 176 carry that one, so a little bit further. Let's go to the 250 now. So I've had a little shot with these. Definitely a different sound off the 250s, and definitely a bigger head to look down on. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you can hear that. Much more of a crack on that. Carry distance getting up a little bit, 179. Not a huge difference. It felt like it was harder off the face. Certainly sounds a harder contact on the 250. Just give you a little look there. I'll just check we're live. I'll just come around this side. Yeah, we are. Perfect. So let's give the 250 one more go, and then we're going to hit the 350. Oh, that's like a rocket. Again, 179 carry. Let me go to the rocket ship then. The biggest chassis of the lot, the 350. So looking down, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really appeal to me. It's more offset, big head, much thicker top line. Although in comparison to some other brands, Titleist are still retaining some classic players looks, even in their T350 model. So this would be suitable for someone who probably wants to hit the ball a little bit higher, definitely probably wants to hit it longer. I'll be interested to see how far I can get this going. I haven't actually checked the different setups I've got here because there's lots of customization on these fitting clubs where we can make them up to 4 degrees upright, 2 degrees flat. We can also make them stronger and weaker lofted. So this one is set up at standard, I've just noticed that. Let's see what it does. That's pretty good. And a bit harder feel. That's gone 185 through the air, that one. So definitely a bit more distance on these ones. The other thing that in the Titleist University I learned was about descent angle. So it's all right having clubs that go miles, but if they're not coming in with a steep enough descent angle, then they're not going to hold the green. So irons over the last sort of 5 years or so, we found that using the launch monitor, the total distance is huge, but if they're just launching too low with too little spin, you ain't going to hold the green. So something Titleist have worked on is trying to create a good looking iron that launches the ball high enough so that you can stop it with descent angle. Oh, rip that. They are easy to hit. 195 total, that one. So easy to hit. It doesn't really appeal to me, but do you know what? In something like the 3 or 4 iron, certainly a 4 iron, that might end up in my bag. Beautiful club. Anyway, you're not here to watch me hit bullseye. You're here for me to do the draw to see who's going to win a set of those T-Series irons. But before I do, quick reminder that we currently have on the site and drawn today a driver of your choice. And if it sells out today, which it should do, because when I last looked, we only had a few tickets left, I'm also going to give the winner the chance to take one of these beauties, which is the limited edition tailor-made QI35 in gold and in silver. Now, we haven't really got any fitting choices on these because the silver one comes with a diamond 60 regular, as does the gold. So it's both 10.5. One's a max, one's a core head. But if you want to go for a bit of bling on the golf course, these are a little bit more money, but I'll just chuck one of those in as well if it sells out and I can draw it later on, even in the next hour, but certainly by 8 o'clock tonight, I'll be doing that draw. Let's just go take a look at it, shall we? So I'll bring up on the screen. Let's have a look how many tickets are left. So on this draw, as it says there, let's just refresh it. 457 out of 500 sold. So we've just got 43 tickets to go, guys. So after you've watched this, it finishes in 3 hours, 41 minutes guaranteed. But if we can sell it out sooner, then I'll just draw it as soon as we sold it out. When we get to the end of this draw, what I'll do is I'll probably go and have a look, see how many tickets are left, and then give it a go. But while I've got you on the subject of the current June's competitions draws, let's go take a sneaky look at what else we've got up for you. Now, I believe the internet is a little bit slow in our studio when I'm on Wi-Fi, but here's the current draws that are on there. There's the one in grey, is the driver draw that we're going to do today. We've got another driver draw in the red there, which is for a week's time. But also, and you'll see, we have there, and I'm delighted to share that we've managed to source 4 of these beauties. What I'll do is I'll just stop sharing the screen for a second. Yeah, here we go, guys. So these are the new Scotty Cameron Phantom Black putters. And I'm always on to my Titleist rep. Listen, whenever you get any limited edition putters, please can we get them? Because we know how much you all love them. But they're in such short supply that we struggle. But finally, he sent me 4 of these beauties. And these really are a thing of pure beauty. 4 different models to choose from. They're on the site now, just £2 a ticket. That will be drawn out a week tomorrow, no matter how many tickets are left. But I've got a strong suspicion these aren't going to last long. We've even got one here that I love. It's 33 inches, so it's a little bit shorter than what I'd normally go for. Normally I'd have a 34. But I'll tell you what, it just sits so nice. Look at that one there. So that is the 9.2R Phantom Black limited edition, guys. These retail at £729, and it could be yours for just £2. I'd say in a week's time, but like always, if this sold out over this weekend, I'll just draw it as soon as it's sold out. So get yourselves on that. Let's just go back now to our broadcasting software, and I'm going to bring up the wheel of names. So let me just share the screen. Sorry about this, guys. I took it off when I wanted to show you the putters. So hopefully on your screen now, you should see all the entries for the T-Series irons. A total of 790 names are on this list. So it'll take me a minute or two just to scroll down them all. As always, huge thanks to everybody who's taken part in this today. Really do appreciate your support. These are sorted alphabetically by surname, as we always do. This is a bit of housekeeping. If you're new to June's competitions, what we do is we just scroll through the names so that you can verify that the tickets you did indeed buy are on the wheel. And the wheel shows, I think it's about 40 names at a time as it goes around, but all the names that are on this list on the right, I can promise you, are on the wheel. I've just seen someone has called themselves Well I Never. Well I Never, it might be true that you do pick up a win today. We shall see. So as we're nearing the very bottom of the list, we're on the S's and the T's. There we go. And then finally, at the end there, we have Chris Young with his 3 tickets. That's everybody on the wheel. Let's give them a shuffle. And this, guys, is the moment you've all been waiting for. So, without further ado, let's spin the wheel to see who is going to win that fabulous set of Titleist T-Series irons. Good luck, everybody. There it is, with ticket number 611, Gary McClellan. You are the winner of the irons. Congratulations, Gary. Well done indeed. I'll be getting in touch with you very shortly to bring you the good news if you haven't been watching. Now, before you all go, let's just go and have a look at where the driver draw is at. So click on here, should refresh it. So still got 43 tickets to go, guys. So what I'll be doing, I'll be keeping an eye on this over the next 15, 20 minutes. If it sells out, if you fancy giving yourself a chance to win a custom fitted driver, not many tickets left to go. Just go on there, go and get a ticket for £2. You can get multi-buy deals. You can get 3 for a 5, a 10 for 15. That'll sell it out pretty quickly, and I'll jump straight back on the live and get that drawn out as well. Okay, folks, I'll probably be speaking to you again very soon. Bye for now.